Right, so here we are, it's the 2nd of December allegedly, and we have a follow on from my video from the 30th. Here we have a letter that was snuck in the post. Postie decided to hide inside a Farm Foods little brochure, and now we know who I'm dealing with. Alex M. Adamson's allegedly sheriff officers. I've had dealings with these guys in the past. I kicked their arse all over the place. It was so much fun. Looks like they had a thing for council tax going all the way back to 2006. This was then passed back to the council after I kicked their arse. Looking forward to round 2 because I done a Freedom of Information Act request, which I'll try and look out. And what I did was I caught them at the usual stuff that we've all found out now, where these liability orders have been unsigned and whatnot. So I eventually tracked down that. Court had nothing when I phoned them, but you know, I've got it on paperwork from them, and they know I did, which is why they stopped chasing me. So it's just, there's no markings here for, you know, recorded delivery. No, not just quickly turn over and see. Absolutely nothing to say this has been certified, bonded, you know, delivered. So I've just covered over the address that it has been addressed to and these names. Return to sender. I do not recognise you. I do not recognise your intent. We have no contract, we have no international treaty, no liability accepted, no value assured. Alright, so easy. So, Alex M. Adamson, bring it on, Buttercup. Right, so found the Freedom of Information Act request stuff that I said I would look out. Now what we've got here is, I was going to scan all these in, but I can't be arsed, quite frankly. So what we have here are the applications made to Sheriff Court by West Lothian Council. Now everyone can see that it's made by West Lothian Council. This is not made from the court. Lodged at the court, paid for, yada yada yada. Now all of these, even though they're spread out from 2007 through to 2008, there's 4 separate ones here. Right? They all have the same signature on them, all of them. So we have that's it there, unidentifiable, and no amount of pressing, prying, inquiries will tell me who that signature is. Anyone can read that, go ahead and tell me. It's illegible. Irrespective though, it's on the application from the council. Okay, it's not from the court. So you can all see that for yourself. Certificate of council taxes and water, yada yada yada. Alright, now if you go down here, you'll see, now where was it? This was the interesting bit that absolutely flummoxed them. I got them banged to rights. The said period of 14 days has expired without a full payment of the said amount. Okay, so irrespective of how much that actually is, what they're talking about there is the charge for payment that should be issued. Now there was no charge for payment ever issued for these. What we had was an execution of charge. The buggers went to a previous address. I shit you not. They went to a previous address and then signed it off as a charge for payment that had been issued. Whereas we actually found out later on it was an execution of charge. I went in, challenged the Revenues Director face to face. Actually went in, got an interview with him. It was fantastic. I had them squirming. You know, caught them fraudulently You know, agreeing with the bailiffs that, oh yes, absolutely, everything was done perfect. I said, well, how come, right, they've got down here that there was a charge for payment issued on said date, where in fact it was actually an executioner charge. Now, if everything's above board, are you happy with that? At which point he suddenly went, oh dear, and it all went away. So here we are. God, it's like 2 and 3 years later on, they're back. Isn't that nice? So the actual warrant was never produced. The courts have no record whatsoever. There was nothing, no record ever. And I looked. I went down there myself. I asked and I asked and I asked. Nothing. Nobody knew anything about what, you know, there was no records at all. So, I hope this hasn't been too boring for people looking at bits of paper and listening to me blather on. Have a good day, because mine's been okay. Cheers.